whatever we want to teach kids in the way of behaviors and values, children catch those behaviors and values. Those behaviors and values are caught more than they are taught. Teaching is important, but kids are looking at us all the time. They're watching us all the time. So in terms of self-esteem behaviors, what kind of role models are we? Like, for example, how do I deal with personal setbacks? If I've had a really bad day, something crushing has happened, do I come home and fall to pieces in front of the family? Or am I more likely to say, it's a setback, I had a rough day, I'm unhappy, but the sin is not in having a bad day or even failing. The sin is what? In not getting back up. The sin is in not bouncing back and being what we call optimistic. Okay? Do you know that the research says optimistic people are healthier? Optimistic people live longer? Read Martin Seligman's book, The Optimistic Child. Well, the pessimist says life stinks. The optimist says life is great, even when things are not going well. And I submit that should be our motto as parents. Even when things are not going well, life is still terrific. That's what we have to tell. Do I encourage my kids to problem solve? So they get their self-esteem from us, but the foundation for self-esteem is self-respect. And you get self-respect when you do for yourself. And unfortunately, in the preschool years, the elementary years, we're so busy as parents, we pretty much solve problems for kids, don't we? If there's a problem, don't we tell them what to do? Because there's no time. But I'm going to suggest to you, if you want to build self-esteem, instead of giving your child the solution, step back and maybe ask a question. Example, a 4-year-old is being a nuisance to the children who have come over to his house to play. And the kids were involved in something, and instead of joining them, he starts bothering them. And they're getting all upset. Now, mom comes over. Typically, mom might say, stop bothering them, But instead, she says to the child, she pulls him over on the side, she says, what can you do to join the group and play with them? And she poses a question to the child. And the kid thinks, and he says, I could ask them if I can just play with them. He says, try it. Goes over, can I play with you? Sure. Boom, in the group. Directing him to do whatever, she poses the question, and the 4-year-old, and age 4 is the peak age of creativity. A 4-year-old sees a lot of possibilities. Those of you who have 4-year-olds, am I right? Their minds work in very flexible ways. So try posing a question to your child and get your child to come up with what? His or her own solution to the problem. That not only builds self-esteem, that really builds self-respect.